And Coach, so your first action with Bogdanovich, what was your thoughts on his minutes tonight?
Thought he played good minutes. I think coming off the bench, and having him play in a small lineup, it really didn't help him because we couldn't really we have a lot of structure with that. But I thought it was good, just his energy, IQ on the floor, understanding how to play the game. And so you just got to try to get him some minutes with Zoo on the floor, just kind of see how that looks. But overall, like I said, a great team effort, great team win, and beat a good team tonight. I thought we had the right intent the whole night on both sides of the basketball.
So that was a game. Y'all had 41 points off turn. That's a huge number for any team, especially a team like that. How did you emphasize the possession battle before the game, and how did you just see, especially when y'all are down 12, y'all come out and just kind of put the pressure on the ball?
Yeah, I thought early on, we started the game and we made some shots, and then when we got the lead, just looking at it, we got some really good shots that we didn't make, and so they was able to get out in transition and they were scoring. Bain made 3 threes, from the parking lot. They kind of got them going, but I thought we generated some good shots during that stretch. And so just telling the guys to stay with it, keep getting good shots, keep getting to the paint, making the right play. And I thought we did that. And then, coming out in the third quarter, scoring 36 in that third quarter was huge for us.
What about the pressure that y'all put on their offense specifically?
Yeah,
just turning them over and scoring off of that.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson, all-star this year, but he's tough. When he catches the ball on the block, he's able to get fouled, get to his, little jump hook. And so we wanted to double team him, when he got it on the post to try to, make it hard. And we did a good job outside of one. I think Edie got a dunk or a three-point play. But other than that, just being physical. Some of our defensive presence we had to take off because of their movement and because of their shooting. But overall, I thought we did a decent job.
And Coach, that second unit, when you go small, put Kawhi at the 5, it seems like sometimes offensively you guys are stagnant. I don't see a lot of movement. What is it you guys are trying to get from that second unit when it comes to offensively when James is off the floor?
Well, KD couldn't come back in the game, so we didn't have a traditional point guard on the floor. And so it didn't look too good, but I thought defensively it was pretty good. And just got to, keep learning, just, keep working on that small lineup offensively. But without a traditional point guard on the floor, it was going to be pretty hard.
I just wanted to clarify, couldn't meaning he suffered something?
He'd be okay for tomorrow, but he wanted to make sure he kind of did something, so he's okay for tomorrow, though.
Yeah, thank you. And then as far as, what was that?
But he couldn't, they didn't want him to come back, so.
Was it a knee thing?
I can't remember.
Sure. For those of us who will see you tomorrow after the All-Star break when you guys come back, 53 games, I think 30 wins at this point. Like, what have you made of this first, not half of the season, but this first portion, pre-All-Star portion of the season? What have you made of how you guys have just generally looked?
I think just, our fight and our intensity defensively, the first, 35 so games without Kawhi. I thought the guys did a great job of just, coming together collectively, especially on the defensive end. And some guys had, career years so far. Norm, Zoo, James making the All-Star team again. Derrick Jones Jr. having a career year, Amir. So, guys have stepped up and they played well, and so I just for our group of guys, just to stay the course, when your best player's out for that extended period of time, and to be able to win games and put yourself in position to be the 6th seed now and got a chance to really take off and get better. We got a lot of room for improvement, especially offensively. But to be where we're at today, just happy with the guys and happy, with our coaching staff as well because they put in a lot of work.
As well, I know most All-Stars when you like to put in a lot of offense and stuff like that. Do you think that would be maybe a little bit more difficult with 4 guys coming in and trying to put everything together like that so quickly?
Not really. We can always go early. We can, do a lot of different things to get those guys up to speed. But, I think it's good for us to start over too and just kind of, get Kawhi up to speed. What we want to run, how we want to implement him in offensively on a night-to-night basis, and just continue to keep getting better. So, like I said, tonight our intent was right. As far as getting to the paint, sharing the basketball, and sticking with what was working. And so hats off to our guys for doing that.
Ty, you pretty much played 9 tonight in the rotation. When Ben does eventually get back, do you feel like there's room to make it 10, or do you want to stick with 9 and have him sub somebody out?
We'll see, because with the back-to-back situation, it's going to be 9 anyway, pretty much, with Kawhi and Ben not playing back-to-backs right now. So it's going to be different, every night, once that starts. But we'll see, just whatever the game calls for. Our group's about, doing the right thing and just trying to win games, and trying to get better. And that's what we're trying to do.
That was one of the things that Lawrence was mentioning when he spoke to us, that with this group you guys feel is if you have guys that, even if they don't play, they can play, but if they don't play, they're okay not playing. I mean, you've been around this league a long time. How important is that, and how unique is that?
No, it's very important, and to have guys that are capable of playing, but, understand you can't play 15 guys and understand their roles and what we need from them every single day. And, it's been good. I think Patty Mills has brought a great energy. Drew's brought a great energy. Both champs kind of quiet, but he's brought great, energy every single day for our practicing, playing the stay ready games. And so just our energy is really good on the bench, even though guys are not playing. And so that's what you need, when you're trying to get better, you're trying to build camaraderie. Those guys are great pieces that we added.
Ty, you mentioned the third quarter earlier, coming out with the right intent and everything. You guys have been a pretty good third quarter team all season. What does that say to you that the guys are hearing the halftime message and kind of implementing what you want them to do with the right intent?
Yeah, it says a lot, just understanding that, the game's going to be ups and downs, throughout the course of the game. Some nights you're not going to make shots. Some nights you can play great defense and not get stops. Just think about the Utah game when Clarkson came out and hit 3 straight threes to get them going. Tonight, Baines makes, 3 threes over half court, So just staying with it, not giving in when things are getting difficult. Just keep running the race. And that's what we got to focus on, because there's going to be a lot of ups and downs throughout the course of games, throughout the course of the season. And we just got to stay together, just keep playing the game the right way.
Coach, you didn't have Kawhi for a large swath of the first half of the season. As you assess the team, how has the team met or exceeded your expectations?
Like I said before, they've done a great job just coming together. I think James did a great job of just leading his team, through the summertime, getting guys together, playing softball, going on trips, doing what they do. And then the start of training camp, just all the running we did and all the, different conditioning drills we did. He was really, really engaged and really involved. And so just how he's led this team, the whole time while Kawhi's been out, just says a lot about him, about his leadership.
And then as the All-Star break approaches, how will you utilize the All-Star break to refresh, rejuvenize, and refocus?
I'm going to Vegas.
Hi, Coach. A lot of coaches and players league-wide give you a lot of praise. What does that mean to you as a coach and, with your coaching style and everything that you've brought to the Clippers?
No, it means a lot, to get respect from your peers. And I respect a lot of coaches in this league as well. I mean, it's a hard job, every single night. And then the way the schedule's set up now, when you're playing every day or every other day, you don't really get a lot of time to exhale. It's on to the next every night. And so I got a lot of respect, for, every coach in this league, because it's tough and it's hard. The grind is hard, but when you have the kind of group that we have, it's enjoyable, to get up every day and coach the guys that we have. And so, like I said, I give a lot of credit to our players, a lot of credit to our front office for the guys that we brought in and acquired. But like I said, it is a tough job, so it is nice to hear when your peers do respect what you do, because I respect a lot of them as well. Thank you.
Let's get ready for HoopJab.